In this video, we explore practical and research-based strategies for EFL teachers to effectively support English learners in improving their writing skills. We will address common challenges, teaching methodologies, feedback approaches, and the use of technology. Second language learners often face a range of difficulties in writing that stem from linguistic, cultural, and psychological factors. Understanding these challenges is key to tailoring effective teaching strategies. Although we have discussed common difficulties that second language learners face, I would like to highlight some of them here. Second language learners frequently struggle with grammatical accuracy and limited vocabulary, which can impede their ability to express ideas clearly in writing. These difficulties require targeted instruction and practice in the classroom. A student's cultural upbringing can profoundly affect their writing style. For instance, some cultures favor an indirect spiraling style of argument where the main point is introduced later, while others, like in academic English, prefer a more direct, linear approach where the thesis is stated upfront. Similarly, the acceptable tone in a piece of writing can vary widely. What's considered a respectful and formal tone in one culture might be perceived as overly aggressive or blunt in another. By understanding these ingrained patterns, teachers can provide more effective and empathetic instruction. Recognizing how a student's cultural background shapes their writing, specifically in organizing ideas, using tone, and structuring arguments, helps teachers guide them in adapting to the conventions of academic English. This is particularly important for second language learners who may be accustomed to different rhetorical patterns from their L1 or native language. To help second language learners overcome writing anxiety and low motivation, teachers should cultivate a supportive classroom environment and implement motivational techniques to boost student engagement and improve their writing performance. Second language writing is a complex process that can be particularly daunting for learners. Writing anxiety is a common issue, often stemming from a fear of making grammatical errors, being judged by peers or teachers, or not being able to express complex ideas effectively in the new language. This anxiety can lead to avoidance, procrastination, and a decline in writing quality. Similarly, low motivation can be a significant barrier for students. Learners may feel discouraged if they don't see immediate improvement or if the writing tasks feel irrelevant or overly difficult. These feelings can lead to a lack of effort, disengagement, and a negative impact on overall writing performance. Effective classroom strategies are key to helping second language learners develop writing skills. By providing structured support and engaging in interactive activities, teachers can help students build both the confidence and competence needed to succeed. This dual focus on emotional and technical skill building is crucial for second language writers who often face unique challenges, as we discussed earlier. Process writing is an approach that guides students through key stages of writing, including brainstorming, drafting, revising, editing, and publishing. We talked about the writing process earlier this week. This method encouraged learners to view writing as a process of development rather than a single perfect attempt, which helps reduce anxiety and improve the final product. This approach breaks down the complex task of writing into manageable steps. The brainstorming stage encourages the free flow of ideas without the pressure of grammar or structure. In the drafting phase, students focus on getting their thoughts on paper, knowing it's just a rough version, not the final product. The revising stage is where students refine their ideas, structure, and overall message, often with feedback from peers, teachers, and even technology. The editing phase involves correcting grammar, spelling, and punctuation errors. Finally, publishing involves sharing what students wrote. By moving through these stages, students learn that a good piece of writing is the result of continuous effort and improvement, not a flawless first try. Scaffolding is a teaching strategy that provides temporary support to learners, helping them successfully complete writing tasks they might otherwise find too difficult. In writing, this can include tools such as sentence starters, graphic organizers, and modeling, all of which help students structure their work until they can write independently. Sentence starters, for example, the main point is, can help students begin sentences and paragraphs, providing a framework for the ideas. Graphic organizers, such as Venn diagrams or outlines, allow students to visually plan and organize their thoughts before they begin drafting. This helps them see the logical flow of their argument or narrative. Modeling involves the teacher demonstrating the writing process step by step, showing students what a finished product looks like and how to achieve it. Peer review and group work are collaborative strategies that encourage students to engage in critical thinking while receiving diverse feedback. This not only fosters a supportive classroom community, but also significantly improves the quality of their writing. Effective feedback is essential for student improvement, but it must be both balanced and constructive to promote learning and maintain motivation. When done well, feedback can guide students towards specific improvements without discouraging them. Formative feedback and summative feedback serve distinct yet equally important roles in students' writing development. On the one hand, formative feedback offers ongoing guidance during the entire writing process, while summative feedback evaluates the final product. Understanding the purpose of each is key to using them effectively. Balanced feedback means including both praise for what a student did well and suggestions for where they can improve. A student who only receives criticism may become discouraged and unmotivated. By acknowledging their strength, you build their confidence and make them more receptive to constructive criticism. Constructive feedback should be specific and actionable. Instead of a general comment like, your argument is weak, try something more precise like, hey, consider providing more evidence in this paragraph to support your main claim. This type of feedback gives the student clear steps to take, turning a vague problem into a solvable task. Correcting errors is a critical part of teaching writing, but it should be done sensitively and alongside positive reinforcement. This balanced approach encourages students to take risks and persist in their writing without fear of failure. Focus on the most important issues first, such as clarity and organization, rather than trying to correct every single grammatical mistake. This prevents students from feeling overwhelmed. Also, start by highlighting what the student did well. This builds confidence and makes the student more receptive to suggestions for improvement. Moreover, use encouraging language. This approach helps students see revisions as an opportunity for growth, not a sign of failure. And finally, by combining constructive feedback and encouragement, teachers can create a supportive environment where students feel safe to explore their ideas and develop as writers. Teaching students how to critically review and revise their own writing is a key skill that fosters autonomy and significantly improves the quality of their work over time. This approach shifts the focus from relying on a teacher for corrections to becoming a self-sufficient, independent writer. Technology offers diverse tools and platforms that can significantly enhance writing practice, collaboration, and exposure to authentic language. These digital resources provide new and engaging ways for students to develop their writing skills. Word processors like Word, specialized writing apps, and AI tools like Grammarly and ChatGPT often offer valuable features like spell check, grammar suggestions, and organizations tools that can significantly support and streamline the writing process for students. Platforms like blogs, forums, and e-portfolios, as well as learning management systems or LMS, such as Google Classroom, provide students with opportunities to publish their writing, receive feedback, sometimes immediate feedback from a wider audience, and gain confidence in their skills. Publishing student work beyond the classroom walls can be highly motivating. Unlike traditional assignments that are only read by a teacher, a blog post or a piece on an e-portfolio can be seen by a larger community, including peers, in some contexts, family, parents, and even experts in a particular field. This broader audience encourages students to produce their best work and gives their writing a sense of purpose. Receiving comments and feedback from a wider group also helps students see their writing from a from new perspectives and prepares them for real-world communication. As we discussed last week, technology gives us access to authentic text. Using authentic text, like articles, letters, and stories, exposes learners to real-life language use and diverse writing styles, which can inspire and improve their own writing. This approach moves beyond textbooks to show students how language works in the real world. Supporting L2 students in writing requires a holistic approach that combines an understanding of their unique challenges with the application of varied strategies, feedback methods, and technological resources. By fostering a supportive and engaging learning environment, teachers can help students develop greater confidence and become more skilled writers. To create a more effective and rewarding learning experience for everyone, I invite you, teachers, to reflect on your students' specific needs and tailor your approach to meet them. By doing so, you can ensure that your instructional methods are not just applied, but are truly customized to the unique learners in your classroom. Taking a moment to understand your students is a powerful first step. Consider their different learning styles, cultural backgrounds, and individual challenges, such as writing anxiety or motivation issues. A one-size-fits-all approach to teaching writing often falls short. By adapting your strategies, whether it's using more visual aids for some students or providing one-on-one feedback for others, you can make a significant impact. This thoughtful reflection can transform your teaching, making it more personal and an effective journey for both you and your students.